कृष्णवर्णं तिशाकृष्णं साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपार्षदं यज्ञैः सङ्कीर्तनप्रायैर्यजन्ति सुमेधसः अन्तः कृष्णं बहिर्गौरं दर्शिताङ्गादिवैभवं कलौ सङ्कीर्तनाद्यै स्मः कृष्णचैतन्यमाश्रिताः जयतां मथुरा भूमौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ यौ विलेकयतस्तत्त्वं ज्ञापकौ पुस्तिकामिमां कोऽपि तद्बान्धवो भट्टो दक्षिणद्विजवंशजः विविच्य वेलिकग्रन्थं लिखिताद् वृद्धवैष्णवैः तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः यः श्रीकृष्णपादाम्भोज भजनैकाभिलाषवान् तेनैव दृश्यतामेतद् अन्यस्मै शपथोऽर्पितः श्रीमद्भागवतं श्रीमन्मन्त्रदेशकमीश्वरम् श्रीमद्भागवतार्थानां सन्दर्भं कर्तुमाश्रये अथ मन्त्रगुरून् गुरून् भागवतार्थदान् सन्दर्भं वश्मि लेखितुम् यस्य ब्रह्मेति संज्ञां क्वचिदपि निगमे याति चिन्मात्रसत्ता प्यंशो यस्यांशकैस्वैर्विभवति वशयन्नेव मायां पुमांश्च एकं यस्यैव रूपं विलसति परमव्योम्नि नारायणाख्यम् स श्रीकृष्णो विधत्तां स्वयमिह भगवान् प्रेम तत्पादभाजाम् Okay, in the last class, we were discussing the remaining Mangalacharanam slokas. Why this fly is coming out? And you can open today's notes in this. How many we finished in the last class? On which sloka we were? Which sloka? Which sloka we were discussing? Huh? We finished 5. Yes. 5. Fifth one is finished. So the background behind this Tattva Sandarbha, the Shat Sandarbhas is given. Shat Sandarbhas were written initially by whom? By Gopala Bhatta Goswami. And after that, but he wrote by his own mental speculation? No. But by following or by taking the Tattva from the previous great Vaishnava Acharyas, like the Vriddha Vaishnavaihi. The word Vriddha Vaishnavaihi is said, Sri Ramanuja Madhvacharya Sridhar Swami Adibhihi, Sridhar Swami Adibhihi. In Sarva Samvadini, Jiva Goswami himself is writing, he is glossing, Vriddha Vaishnavaihi means Sri Ramanuja Madhvacharya Sridhar Swamyadibhi. By all these great sage, great Vaishnavas. So whatever they wrote, from that I took the Tattvam. That means the essence. Yal Likitam. From there he took out that Tattvam, and after that he compiled a book. Velikhat Grantham. But how it was the initial work? Tasyadyam Granthana Kranta Vitkranta Khanditam. Initially that was, some places it is in the order, and in the some places it is in the reverse, not in the order, and some places it is not complete, Khanditam. Then Paryalochya Atha Paryayam Krutva Likhati Jivaka. Then once again he is going through that. Paryalochya means thinking that properly in all the directions. Then after that, Paryayam Krutva, that means he arranged in a systematic way. Paryayam means arranging in proper order. So Paryayam Krutva Likhati Jivakaha. So he is Jivakaha, the insignificant Jiva, wrote this book. Now today we are going to go further. Yah Sri Krishna Padam Bhoja Bhajanai Tenaiva Drishyatametad Anyasmai Shapathorpitaha. In this sloka, we are seeing who is the Adhikari. Who is the Adhikari for this book? Who can read this book? That is said. The translation is like this. The person who desires to only worship of Sri Krishna's lotus feet should only see this work. A curse is given to others. Jiva Goswami is very heavy actually. He is saying that only devotees of Krishna has to see this. My work has to read and go through this. Anyasmai Shapathorpitaha. He is giving the curse to others. So one may get doubt here now. So why he is saying like this? Grandasya rahasyatvam aha yahasri iti. So Baldev Vidyabhushan's commentary, just I am referring and I am saying from the Baldev Vidyabhushan's commentary. You can, if you have, you can open Moola text. So otherwise, okay, you can hear, no problem. Yah Sri iti. So in this sloka, the secret is Grandasya Rahasyatvam. It is the secret of this book is said. What is that secret? That secret is only the devotees has to see this and not others. That means there is a secret in this book, or otherwise you can say like this. There is a secret in this book and that should be given to only devotees, not for others. Not for others means, who are those others? So other than the devotees means whoever not having the respect towards the supremacy of the Lord. People who are not having the respectful feeling, or the anadrite, that means whoever is not having the respectful feeling, they towards what? Towards the supremacy of the Lord. They should not see this. Krishna Paratamye ye Krishna Paratamye anyena anadrite tasya amangalam syat. So because whoever is not having the proper devotion towards the Lord, they should not see. Because even if they see, then what they will do? So they will just commit the offense. Because they think that they will underestimate, they may think. So this scripture is saying whatever is the most probably what kind of offense they can do. Out of the 10 offenses, which is a possible? Fourth one is what? Considering the Vedic literature is these also they may do, and also they may do the next one, Tadarthavadaha. So they may say whatever the glories are given or said for the Krishna, those just may be the glorification that is not the actual qualities. So they may think like this, or they may get this kind of feeling. So immediately that will cause for the offense. That will lead to the offense. So sometimes we hear about the holy name in the scriptures, many places in the many Puranas, just by taking one time holy name, your sin in the past, in the present, in the future, everything will be destroyed. So after hearing many people, they think that, what is this? Even sometimes who are not having proper understanding of the glory of the holy name. So that means maybe some initial stages of our devotion. So they may also think. So here one time is said means maybe not one time, or otherwise one may think that who is a pure devotee, in his case only it is true, or otherwise something. That means they may interpret that instead of taking as it is. As it is means, yes, one time holy name is doing everything. Yes, it is doing. There is no need to give any another explanation to that. If you give any another explanation to that, then you are offense. That is tada arthavada. That means it is like arthavada. Arthavada means what? What is the meaning of arthavada? So arthavada means example. So if you go to any one market, so there the market, in that there are so many sellers are there, vegetable sellers. So they say my vegetables are very pure, very best, organic, fresh, cheap, and no vegetable is there in this market better than my vegetables. So like this they say. These are all the statements about those vegetables are actually what? Exaggeration. It is not actual. Because he's saying my vegetables are the better than all the vegetables. He's saying this statement. Many times you can hear like this. So how he is saying? Is he really checked that and he's saying? Is it really established? No, just to sell those. So he is exaggerating, or he is emphasizing the quality of the vegetables, his vegetables. So this is just what it is, it's a glorification. Those statements you should not take as it is. That is just glorifying. So in the same way, if you take in the case of holy name also, we are hearing in the scriptures this holy name one time if you chant, so it is destroying the past, present, and future sins. Then this is also like the vegetables, the sellers, the vegetables, like the statements of sellers, if you take, then this is known as arthavada. So this is the arthavada. Then this is the committing offense towards the holy name. Then it will lead to cause this offense, and that will not, that will become obstacle to the manifest the glories of Bhakti Maharani. Bhakti Maharani's glories will not be manifested. So the whatever chanting we do, so that is simply going just to destroy that offense only, it will go, and there is no progress. Will be staying the same place. So that's why people who are going to read this book, but without proper respect towards the supremacy of the Lord, and they will commit this kind of that kind of offenses. They may think it is imagination, or sometimes they may think, they say this is just a exaggeration, like that they may think. So that's why he is saying better. He is just giving warning so that non-devotees they should not read just by reading this line. Just that's why he's saying Sapador Pitaha. That means I am offering a curse to them. Means just to make them to stop not to commit any further offenses towards this. So that is the reason only. It's not that he doesn't have any fear that if they see my text, they may find my mistakes, and no, not like that. So Baldev Debhushan is saying, Na granthavadya bhayat. He doesn't have any fear that others may find any mistakes in that. Not for that. So one should not think like that. Next. श्रीमद्भागवतं श्रीमन्मन्त्रदेशकमीश्वरं श्रीमद्भागवतार्थानां सन्दर्भं कर्तुमाश्रये. Actually, surprisingly, there is no commentary by any acharya on this, especially no Sarvasamvadini and also no Baldev Deobhushan's Tika on this. So that's why this is looking very different sloka in between. So anyway, we'll see the meaning. Uh, is not there, no? Yeah. In some places, it is not at all there also, actually. So Anyway, just I will look into the, I will give you some brief meaning of this sloka. And maybe you can also do the research and tell me so whether this sloka is there in the original manuscript or not. So that I want to know actually this Srimad Bhagavatam, Sriman Mantra Deshikam Ishwaram. Maybe we have to compare the 3, 4, 5 manuscripts which are available in the different places. Then there is a chance to come to the conclusion. And also because first evidence is now we don't have any acharyas comment, especially Baldev Jabhushan is commenting on almost every sloka till now. So all of suddenly there is nothing, no commentary is there. So that is the one doubt it is leading to that whether this sloka is verse is there or not in the original Mangalacharanam or not. Okay, next. So the meaning is like this for this. To make this Sandarbha on the meaning of the to make this Sandarbha on the meaning of the Srimad Bhagavatam, I take shelter of the Mantra Guru, who is the Lord and who is Bhagavata. See in this Bhagavatarthanam Sandarbham Kartum. Actually, here to make this Sandarbha on the meanings of Srimad Bhagavatam. That means what he is saying, what this sloka is saying, to make Sandarbha on the meanings of Srimad Bhagavatam. So first what he is doing, he is taking the shelter of Mantra Guru. Mantra Guru. That means who we have this so many gurus. So in the Bhakti Sandarbha also we see gurus are Shravana Guru, Siksha Guru, Bhajana Guru, Mantra Guru. So like this, various gurus are there. And he's saying here, this sloka is saying that, so the author is taking the shelter of Mantra Guru, who is the Lord. That means the Guru is equal to the Lord. We shall have to see the Guru with the drishti of, with the vision of the Lord. So that's why who is Lord and who is Bhagavata. So that is the meaning of this. Come to the next. Athanatva mantra gurun bhagavatarthadan Sri Bhagavata sandarbham vashmi lekhitum. Screen? Why? File was already sent to everyone. Okay. It was sent. They have to see in their WhatsApp account. Okay, next. Athanatva mantra gurun. The meaning of this text is like this verse: paying respects to my guru who gave mantra and who revealed the meaning of Bhagavatam, I desire to write this Sandarbha named Bhagavata Sandarbha. Here also see there is a repetition actually. Here also he is paying once again here mantra gurun athanatva mantra gurun after paying so obeisances to mantra guru. If in the, that is in the previous sloka also we are seeing once again mantra deshikam ishwaram. So like this. That's why there is a repetition. Generally, repetition will not be there in any. Repetition is there. Yeah. So that's why there is a suspicion. But anyway, we can check. Okay. Paying respects to my guru who gave mantra and who revealed the meaning of Bhagavatam. Bhagavata artha. Sorry. Bhagavata arthadhan. That means who gave the meaning. Bhagavata artha da. Da means so. Those gurus who gave the meanings of Bhagavatam or who revealed, gave means revealed, who revealed the meaning of Bhagavatam. Is paying obeisances to Mantra Guru and also the gurus who gave the meanings of or who revealed the meanings of Bhagavatam. So after paying obeisances, what he is going to do? I desire to write this Sandarbha named Bhagavat Sandarbha. So Sri Bhagavata Sandarbham Vashmi Lekitum. Vashmi means I desire, Vanchami. So, Kamaye. In the Sarvasamvadini, Vashmi word is glossed as Kamaye, and also in the Baldev Vidyabhushan's commentary, Vashmi is glossed as Vanchami. Okay. Okay. Bhagavata Sandarbham Vashmi Lekitum. So that means I want to write a Sandarbha which is named as Bhagavat Sandarbha. I want to write a Sandarbha which is named as Bhagavat Sandarbha. Ah, yeah, it can be. Actually, that is also possible. I want to write the Bhagavata Sandarbha, he can say. But the point is here, just sometimes to make the chanda, that means to fit the chanda also meter. So sometimes they use this kind of clarification, they may give more better clarification. So I am going to write the Sandarbha, which is this Sandarbha named Bhagavat Sandarbha. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Sandarbha already he is writing, so not the Sandarbha of the Sandarbha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is going to write a Sandarbha whose name is Bhagavad Sandarbha. Okay, next. Yasya brahmeti sangyam kochidapi nigame yati chinmatra satta. Satta api. Okay, okay, okay. प्यंशो यस्यांशकैः स्वैर्विभवति वशयन्नेव मांश्च एकं यस्यैव रूपं विलसति परमव्योम्नि नारायणाख्यं स श्रीकृष्णो विधत्तां स्वयमिह भगवान् प्रेम तत्पादभाजाम्. Now this is the very important sloka out in this. Once again, the first and last are the very important actually. This sloka is telling about the summary of the entire Bhagavad Sandarbha. This text is, this last sloka is telling. So atha श्रोतृ रुच्युत्पत्तये ग्रंथस्य विषयादीन अनुबंधान संक्षेपेण तावदाह. Baldev Vidyabhushan is writing like this. What he is saying, to just produce the desire in the audience to read this book. So he is going to just briefly explain the Anubandha Chatushtaya. So Anubandha Chatushtaya he is explaining. Who author is explaining Anubandha Chatushtaya in this sloka just for the sake of just producing the desire in the readers. Because without knowing what is going to read in the what is the subject matter of this book, or what is the content of this book, without knowing that, nobody will get the desire to read that book. That's why Anubandha Chatushtayam is explained in brief in this sloka. So now we have to see the Anubandha Chatushtayam. What is, we learned Anubandha Chatushtayam, the definitions of Anubandha Chatushtayam previously. What are the four of the Anubandha Chatushtayam? Those first one is the Vishaya, second Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Vishaya, Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Or otherwise, you can take Adhikari. So otherwise, Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. So okay, now here we are going to see Vishaya, Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. So that means Anubandha Chatushtaya is nothing but the summary study of the whole book. Yes or no? Anubandha Chatushtaya is nothing but what is going to be, what is the that means it is telling in brief about the total book Anubandha Chatushtaya. So that's why if you are going to write any book, first of all you should get the clear idea about this Anubandha Chatushtaya. So now see the meaning of this sloka. So then we will understand what are these four, that means items of the Anubandha Chatushtaya, that we will understand. First of all, the meaning is, may Sri Krishna Bhagavan Swayam, whose existence as pure consciousness is defined in some scriptures as Brahman, whose Amsha, the Purusha Avatara, controlling Maya, shines with his expansions, and one of whose forms called Narayana plays in Vaikunta. Give prema to those who worship his feet in this world. Maybe it is a one sentence. We try to put everything in one sentence. But it is very clear actually. Now you see. May Sri Krishna Bhagavan Swayam give prema to those who worship his his feet in this world. Tat pada. The main thing is this. May Sri Krishna, that means Bhagavan Swayam. Yeah. So Sri Krishna is what? Is the subject. What is the verb in this? What is the verb? If you want to do Anvaya of any sloka, first what we should do? We should first of all find out in the text verb. Verb has to be should be found out. So what is the verb in this? Vidhattam. Vidhattam. That means may give. May give. It is a lot lakara. So you are all studying Harinamamrita Vyakarana. In that Vidhata, this lakara name is Vidhata. Very soon you will be covering all these lakaras also, names of the lakaras. Here we have Achyuta, Vidhi, Vidhata, Kalki, Bala Kalki. So like this we'll be having. So yeah. So Bhutesha. So like this, these lakaras are changing from the general Harinamamrita Vyakarana, general Panini Vyakarana. There we have Lat, Lot, Lang, Ling, like this. But here we have the Lord's names. So in this Vidhattam, this is the verb. It is from the Lot Lakara. That means may give. Who give? Who may give? Lord Sri Krishna. And who is he? Bhagavan Swayam. In the sloka you see Swayam Bhagavan. Swayamiha Bhagavan. He is Lord himself. He is a supreme Lord. Swayam Bhagavan. So what he should give? What is the object of this giving? For the giving activity, what is the object? Prema. 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 Prema he should give. So to whom he should give this? To the Tat Pada Bhajam. That means those who worship his feet, his lotus feet. Here Sashti is there, but you should take as Chaturthi only. Because Seshe Shashti, the sutra is coming. So Shashti Vibhakti can be used as in many ways actually. Even you can use Shashti Vibhakti for the Sampradana also. So maybe some people, some devotees, they have the idea of the grammar. That's why I'm saying. If you are not getting, you don't worry. But you should get the essence, the meaning of the sloka. But sometimes some extra points you might be hearing. So don't worry about that. Vibhakti, yeah. Vibhaktis will come anyway. Yeah, it is 50, almost all 50 hours course yours. This in 50 hours, he is going to cover everything in the Harinamamrita Vyakaran. Yeah, in brief, not in the detail. Okay. So now next. So Krishna may give love to the devotees who worship his feet. So this is the main thing. So then we are also seeing the various Visheshanas. That means various other Visheshanas of the Krishna. Who is that Krishna? Who is that Krishna? That Krishna is pure consciousness. He is the Brahman. He is a Brahma. He is a Brahma. Like this, that means he is explained as Brahma in some places of the Shastras. In some Shastras, he is quoted as Brahma. Brahma or Brahma, both are different. Brahma, Dirgha is there. Then he who is Brahma, that is the creator, that is our Chaturmukha Brahma. And Brahma, that Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan is that Nirguna Nirvishesha Chinmatra Satta. What is the Brahma? Brahma is Nirguna Nirvishesha Chinmatra Satta. This is Brahma. Nirvisesha. Nirguna, Nirvisesha, Chinmatra, Satta. This is the definition we are going to study. We are going to study this definition of the Brahma in the Bhagavad Sandarbha anyway. Nirguna, Nirvisesha, Chinmatra, Satta. So that point only he's saying. What here Jiva Goswami is saying, this is the Sakshat Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he is quoted as Brahma in some places of the scriptures. That means like in the Upanishads. Example is what? Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. Baldev Jabushan is saying, Kasminchit Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma iti eva upalabdhavyaha. He is available, Krishna is available in the text with the name of Brahma, who is Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. That means here you see, Yasyeti Yasya Brahma iti Sangyam Kochidapi Negame Yati. That is what? Chinmatra Satta. Chinmatra Satta, that is a Brahma. So he get the Yati means he gets what kind of Sangya, what kind of notation? Brahma. What is that Brahma? That is Chinmatra Satta. That is Chinmatra Satta. So Sri Krishna, so he is getting what? What notation? Sangya means name or the notation. Brahma. What is this? This is Chinmatra Satta. Where he is getting this kind of thing? In some places of scriptures or the Veda or the Upanishad. What is that place? You can see in the Taittiriya Upanishad. Satyam Gnanam. Satyam Gnanam Ananta Brahma. Like this. Kochidapi Nigame Brahma Samhita Adau. Even in the Brahma Samhita also. Yasya Chinmatra Satta Brahmedi Sangyayati Niyatashraya Ashrayati Ityane. Chit means Gnanam, Tanmatram, Tanmayam. Swarupa Bhuta Gnanavat Vastu Satta. Swarupa Bhuta Satpada Pravrutti Nimitta Vat Ityardaha. Here Satta, Chinmatra Satta means what? In that words, Chinmatra Satta means pure consciousness means without energy. Lord is what? Lord is Krishna is what? He is energetic. He is energetic. That means Chinmatra Satta plus Shakti. Is it visible? Board? When board, we have to. Okay. Yeah. So, Chinmatra Satta plus Shakti. So now this is the Lord. Actually, now this is known as Brahma. Like you see, red rose. Here, red is what? Is the what? Adjective. Visheshana. And rose is is a Visheshya. Is a Visheshya and it is Visheshana. You remember these words. I will be using this again and again. So I am defining now. You remember this. Visheshanam is the red and rose is the Visheshya. Visheshya. So similarly here, Chinmatra Satta is what? Is the Visheshya. And Shakti is Visheshana. Visheshana Yukta Visheshya is Visishta. So red is the Visheshana. Like if you take red rose is the Visishta. And red is Visheshana. Visheshanam. Or otherwise Vishishtam you say better than. Rose is Visheshyam. Visheshana Yukta Visheshya is Vishishtam. Here Chinmatra Satta is what then? Is the Visheshyam. And the Shakti is Visheshanam. And total is Visishtam. If you see this object, Lord, if you see the Lord without Visheshana, without the Visheshana, without Shakti, if you see the Lord, then that is known as, that is a Brahma. That is a Brahman. Getting? Without Visheshana is known as Nirvishesha. That is Brahma. Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Srila Prabhupada is the Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. He is the deliverer of Nirvishesha Vadis. Also Sunyavadis. Nirvisheshavadis means they are not seeing the attributes of the absolute truth. They are not seeing the Shakti. They are seeing only the existence, Satta. Shakti means energy. Energy means Sarupa Shakti, which gives the qualities, which gives the different features to that object. Yeah. Maybe if Prabhu, if you want, you can come. Yeah, you come, Prabhu. Yeah, because I frequently use the board, so you'll be getting difficulty. And Prabhu, you are able to see? No, no. Huh? Huh? Little. Adil Gopal, can I shift this? You check in that online. Is it okay? Is okay? Online students is also okay for you. I think it's okay for them also. Like this. Okay, okay. Huh? Shakti is what is that? Shaktiman. We are taking the Vishishta is Shaktiman. That means the one who is having the Shakti. So that's why Shakti is what? Is the Visheshana. And the base that is known as Visheshya. Yeah. Mike.
How we are able to draw the Shakti word from Chinmatra Satta also? There's a, you said there's Lord and Shakti, both the things from this word.
You take Shaktiman is there. You just
Okay.
take out the Shakti.
Okay.
And then whatever is remaining, that is known as Chinmatra Satta. Like example, for example, if you sometimes, if you want to understand even more, sometimes you are going somewhere and all of a sudden some floodlight is focused on your eyes, is falling on your eyes. That means a very heavy light. Then at that time, just another vehicle is coming. After that, immediate this lighting. Otherwise, you are walking in this way, in this one route, and suddenly, so you are turning like this, but some vehicle is coming in with focused lights. That light fall on your eyes. Then after that, immediately, so you will be seeing some only the something is coming, but what is that object, what is the color, and what is the, so the size, you are not able to identify. That means, that is example. That means sometimes we see the objects without the various qualities. So just we realize that something is there. So kinchit asti, something is there. So that's that kind of experience we get. That is only known as nirvishesha gnanam. That means nirvikalpa gnanam. Sorry, nirvikalpaka gnanam. Without the all the features, kalpaka means without all other features. We are without all features. We are seeing that object. So then that is known as nirvikalpaka gnanam. So that means you are seeing the Lord. That means who is very beautiful, having all the qualities, but you are seeing now without all those features. Then that is known as, that means something is there. Satta asti, satta asti. That is known as Brahman actually. Yeah. I think it is not our okay, you can one
Yes,
question.
I want to clarify actually his question.
Uh,
He's asking that what I understood. He asked that why this, from where this word Sakti come
ah,
here. So
from
I want to
Bhagavatam
just,
only. Yeah.
and I want to just say that because it is Chin Matra is mentioned. Matra means only, no? Only conscious. Yeah. So what is only means something else is there. So that is when something else is added, then it becomes
Okay,
qualified.
bro.
Yeah.
Yes. So this you will be seeing the further explanation of this in the Bhagavad Sandarbha. So also the from the Bhagavatam sloka also it will be discussed. So you can wait. Just and I am explaining to get some glimpse. That means what is this Chinmatra Satta? Basic idea. Okay, bro. Yeah. After the another, you can note it. And because some students they are sending, it's not that the nobody is sending. Some students they are sending the questions after the class and really encouraging those questions actually, because very, and also when you write the question, so you will also get clear idea. That means sometimes when we hear and we may not get the clearly what we want to ask, but if you write, then the question also will be clear. So that's why I'm requesting all of you to make a write the questions and send to me. And we are also encouraging because we want this kind of questions so that we can compile also all the generally frequently asked questions, so that we'll come to know where the students are getting, that means difficulty in understanding. So then we can give you more explanation. So in this way it can be next. So that is also useful for making material also. So please, you can make the questions. Definitely those will be answered. Next, so that means this Sri Krishna, who is that Sri Krishna? That Sri Krishna who uh, is known as Brahman in the some places of scriptures. That is one. Next, amsho yasyamshakaihi swaihi vibhavati vashayanneva mayam pumamscha. The second line of this sloka, what it is saying, that we have to see. Whose existence as pure consciousness is done. Next, whose amsha, the Purusha avatara, controlling Maya, shines with his expansions. This is the translation of second line. Whose amsha, that means yasya amshaka, yasya amsha, whose amsha, what is that amsha? That is Purusha avatara. What it is doing? That Purusha avatara, Vashayan Maya. That means controlling Maya. Vilasati, that means shines. That Purusha avatara shines with his expansions. With his expansions. Okay. So what is this? This is explained even more elaborately by the Baldev Vidyabhushan. That we will be seeing. We'll be seeing the take of the Baldev Vidyabhushan. Okay. He is writing here, Yasya Krishnasya Amshaha Puman Mayam Vashayanneva Swaihi Amshakaihi Vibhavati. This is the basic anvaya of this sloka, this line. Next, who is that Amsha? That Amsha is what we read here. That Amsha is Krishna's Amsha. Krishna's Amsha is what? Is a Purusha avatar. Which avatara? How many Purusha avatars are there? 6. How many are 6? Who is saying 6? Not 6, 3. What are those? Karanarnavashayi, Garbhodakasayi, Kshirodakasayi. These are the Purusha avatars. Why those are known as Purusha avatars? Because Purusha. Purusha means controller, controlling the Maya and Jiva. So that's why he is known as Purusha avatara. So that means those are Shakti. He is controlling the Shakti. So whoever is controlling the Shakti, he is the Purusha actually. So it's general meaning. So now here, Purusha, that is a Karanarnavasaya Vishnu. What he is doing? Karanarnavashayi Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sankarshanaha Krishnamshaha Prakrutehe Bharta. Krishnamshaha Prakrutehe Bharta. He is the Bharta of the Prakriti. Bharta means he is the maintainer. That means how he is maintaining? Maintaining means what? So he's giving salary every month like that, maintaining. What is the maintaining here? Maintaining means tam vashe sthapayan neva swas vikshana kshubdya taya andani srishtva. So that means what he is doing? He is by his glance. He is controlling. He is bringing Prakriti into his control. So, and after that, what he is doing? He is Swavikshana Kshubdya. He is agitating. Kshubda means agitating. He is agitating by his glance. Then after that, what he is creating? From this, he is creating so many andas, eggs. So many eggs are created. When Prakriti is agitated by the glance of the Karanarnavasaya Vishnu, then these andas are formed. We'll be studying in the second canto actually, anyway. In the second canto, creation will be coming. There we'll be seeing all these andas. In the 9th chapter also, and also in the 6th chapter, 5th and 6th. These andas are created. Then after that, what he is doing? Tesham garbeshu ambubihi ardhapurneshu. These all andas are ambubihi ardhapurneshu. These are all half filled with the water. All are half filled. Then after that, these are all in those Sahasra Shirsha Pradyumna son. This Karanarnavasaya Vishnu is entering into all these in the form of Garbhodakasaya Vishnu. Now here also one more Vishnu is there now. That is Pradyumna. This is Sankarshana. He is a Sankarshana and he is the Pradyumna. Is a Pradyumna. In the form of Pradyumna, he is entering into every anda. Pradyumna son, then Swamshakaihi. That means all the avatars, whatever are taking place in this Brahmanda, are from who is the bija for this? All the avatars? Garbhodakasaya Vishnu or the Karanarnavasaya Vishnu? Garbhodakasaya Vishnu is the bija. You will be studying in the 3rd chapter. Anyway, that is coming in the Bhagavatam, 3rd chapter. You will be studying. Garbhodakasaya Vishnu is the bija for all the avatars which are taking place. Even in the Laghu Bhagavatamritam also you can see. And in the Krishna Sandarbha also it is coming. In the many places you will be seeing this. So Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is a bija for the all the avatars which are taking place in Anda, in that Anda. So that means this Karnarnava Sai Vishnu is entering into the half-filled eggs in the form of the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and that Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the bija for the all the avatars like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, and so on and so. So that means he is shining. This Karnano Sai Vishnu is shining by entering in the form of the into the every anda in the form of the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu and manifesting various avatars, Leela avatars. So what are those Leela avatars? So Matsya, Kurma, Vamana, and so on, so on, so all these. Leela and also Guna and everything, all these. So Vibhava Sangyakan Leelavataran Prakatayati. So like this, Baldev Vidyabhushan is explaining. This total explanation is from Baldev Vidyabhushan. Clear? आप इधर आइए नहीं तो इधर बैठिए कोई प्रॉब्लम रामानंद प्रभु आपको दिक्कत हो रहा है एक्चुअली देख नहीं पा रहे नहीं तो उधर भी बैठ सकते हैं because board I use frequently. Anyway, I'm going to get that electronic pad. Then after that, I will be directly showing on the project itself. So maybe another 4 or 5 days, we'll be writing on the board, and then after that, I can show on the directly on the screen. Okay, next. We have third line in this sloka. Ekam yasyaiva rupam vilasati paramavyomni narayanakyam. What is the here? From here you should see. See, my cursor is moving. Yeah. 1 second. Here, one of whose form called Narayana. Sri Krishna is having the various forms. One form is known as Narayana, and where he is staying, where he is existing, where? Vaikunta. Paramavyoma. Paramavyoma is the outer space of Anda. But it is said outer space, but it is actually after the Viraja, actually it is the whatever the space is there, that is known as is the Vaikunta. So in the Paramavyomini means in the spiritual sky. Actually, Prabhupada generally translate Paramavyomini means is a spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky, that which is after material creation, if you surpass the material creation, so whatever is coming, that is a spiritual sky. In that spiritual sky, various numerous Vaikuntas are there. Millions Vaikuntas are there. So that we are hearing from the second canto, 9th chapter. So the topmost Vaikunta is known as Goloka, the highest Vaikunta. The Parama Vaikunta is known as Goloka. So in that, all these spiritual, in the Vaikunta, so that Sri Krishna is shining or is luminous or shining actually in the form of Narayana. That Sri Krishna may give love to the devotees who worship his feet, his lotus feet. Because Tatpada Bhajam only he said. Give prema to those who worship. Now, this explanation is, I think, clear. So now we have to see Anubandha Chatushtaya in this. It is a task now. We heard the meaning of this sloka. After that, we have to understand, we have to see the Anubandha Chatushtaya in these. What are those Anubandha Chatushtaya? First of all, that is also explained by the Baldev Vidyabhushan here. So try to bring out the Anubandha Chatushtaya from this sloka. After seeing the meaning of last this sloka, Mangalacharana sloka, what is the Vishaya? Can anyone? Sri Krishna. Vishaya is the Sri Krishna. So that's why Vishaya. Vishaya is the Sri Krishna. Okay. That's why whatever book Jiva Goswami is going to write for that book, who is the Vishaya? What is the Vishaya? Vishaya is the Sri Krishna. Point number 1. Next, what is the Sambandha he is going to maintain? Okay. Okay, 1 second. I will go for the next line, then only will it's better. Okay. I will explain even more with the next line I will take. Mula. Next line, in the Mula I am going to take. From there I will explain. Now Mangalacharanam is finished. Mangalacharanam is finished. We are understanding from the last sloka. So Sri Krishna make you love to the devotees who worship his lotus feet. Who worship his lotus feet. So who gives? Sri Krishna. You can show the board. Okay. So screen. Sri Krishna, love, worship. These points are to be noted, actually, should be noted from this last sloka. So screen sharing. Okay. Sri Krishna, love and worship. These points, please note it. Now come to the next main. Now we are starting our Anucheda. Anucheda number 9, actually it is. Because every Mangala Acharana sloka is taken as 1-1. That's the numbering is given like this. Anyway, we are starting now the text. अथ एवं सूचितानां श्रीकृष्ण तद्वाच्य वाचकता लक्षण संबंध तद्भजन लक्षण विधेय सपर्ययाभिधेय तत्प्रेम लक्षण प्रयोजनाख्यानाम् अर्थानां निर्णयाय तावत् प्रमाणं निर्णीयते. One line. अथ एवं सूचितानां श्रीकृष्ण तद्वाच्य वाचकता लक्षण संबंधः तद भजन लक्षण विधेय सपर्याय अभिधेय तत्प्रेम लक्षण प्रयोजनम तत्प्रेम लक्षण प्रयोजनम. So it's clear. I think by hearing the Sanskrit words itself, you are getting some idea or not? What is Anubandha Chatushtaya? Getting or not? Now open our file there. If you open and now you see here, from here 4 things are mentioned in the Anubandha Chatushtaya: Vishaya, Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. Atayevam Suchitanam. That means already indicated. What are those indicated? That's Sri Krishna Tadvacha Vachakata Lakshana Sambandha. Next, Tad Bhajana Lakshana Videya Saparyaya Abhideya Tat Prema Lakshana Prayojanakyam. These are all already mentioned. Mentioned where? In the Mangalacharana last sloka. In the last sloka of the Mangalacharana, these are mentioned. This Anubandha Chatushtaya is mentioned. That means in the Mangalacharana already he mentioned, but here Jiva Goswami is writing clearly. That means these the things mentioned in the last Mangalacharana. First, what is that? Sri Krishna Tad Vacha Vachakata Lakshana Sambandha. So now see this here, Sambandha. That means type of relationship between the Vishaya and the text. Here Sambandha. Sambandha means always you need two relators. In the last sloka of the Mangalacharanam, Sambandha is mentioned. Sambandha of what? Sambandha of the Jivatma and Paramatma? That only? Not that Sambandha. Generally, we may get confusion actually. Sambandha Videya Prayojana means we may think like that, but here not that. Here we are dealing the book actually. We are discussing about the book. So that's why here Sambandha means Sambandha between Vishaya and book. This is Vishaya and book, Grantha. These are the two. This is the Sambandha. What kind of Sambandha? Vishaya is already he said, Sa Sri Krishna. That means, what is the Vishaya? Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is the Vishaya. Grantha is the, whatever book he is going to write. That is Bhagavata Sandarbha. That is a book he is going to write. So then what is the relation between these two? Vacha Vachaka Sambandha. Vacha Vachaka Sambandha. So in this sloka, you are asking this Vacha and Vachaka. Huh? So here, this is Vishaya and this is Grantha. What kind of relation is there between these two? Vacha Vachaka Sambandha. That means this Vishaya is what? Vishaya is the Vacha and this Grantha is the Vachaka. For example, like I already said, here two, you take, one is the Rama and another is Dasharatha. What the Sambandha they have? If they have Putra Pita Sambandha, if they have Putra Pita Sambandha, then Rama is what? Rama is Putra and Dasharatha is Pita. Similarly, these two, Vishaya and Grantha, are having the Vacha Vachaka Sambandha. That's why Vishaya is Vacha and Grantha is the Vachaka. Now, what is Vacha? Here, Putra Pita we know, son and father. Here, what is Vacha? And what is Vachaka? That means Vacha meaning. What is the meaning of Vacha? Vacha. And it is Vachaka. What is the meaning of Vacha and Vachaka? That we have to know. Oh. Screen sharing is not there, na? Huh? Na? You can do that. Because screen sharing, if we do, then in the recording, this will not be recorded actually. Only screen will be there. My screen will be there. That's why. Vacha and Vachaka. So meaning of Vacha we have to see. Example is, now the word pen is there. Word pen. And the object pen. This is what? Object pen. This is word pen. This is vachaka. Vachaka. This is vacha. You tell me some examples. Word water and the object water. Word water is vachaka and the object water is vacha. When we use this vachaka and vacha, when there is clear, that means definition is known. For example, you see in that in our file. Vacha vachaka sambandha. It means that the Vishaya Krishna is known fact. And this book merely describes the Vishaya. This book is what? Vachakaha. And Krishna is Vacha. Like the word, P and pen word is the Vachaka. And the object is Vacha. So here the word pen is already, that means is given to represent the object pen. There is no need to establish anything in this. Just it is known fact. Okay? Vacha, vachaka means that. Krishna is already established fact. And this book is just telling about that. Like the word pen is telling about object pen. Similarly, this book is telling about the object Krishna. So that's why this book is Vachakaha and the object is Vacha. Yeah, once again. Okay. Once again. Like the word pen is the Vachaka and the object pen is Vacha. So that means here the word pen, what it is doing, it is just denoting or describing. That's all. It's just denoting. That word pen is not at all any establishing or anything. No. Is it establishing pen? No. It is just denoting. Similarly, Krishna is already established fact. Is there any need to establish Krishna? Is there any need for us? Nobody can establish Krishna because Krishna is Swayam Prakashaha. Krishna is what? Swayam Prakashaha. He is established by himself. So no other means can help you to understand him. So he is self-effulgent. Swayam Prakashaha. What is the meaning of Swayam Prakashaha? Do you know the meaning of Swayam Prakasha? Swayam Prakashaha means Krishna is not known by any other means. He is known so by him. So that means he is known by himself. And if you want to know, so he will only make you to know. No other means can help. Like example, there is a one dark room is there. In the dark room. Now there is a one pen is there. One pen. So this pen can illuminate. Can this pen illuminate itself? No. Now I kept one lamp in this dark room. Now, can you, that means now you can see the pen. Yes or no? So that means when this light is coming and falling on this, then you are able to see the pen. That means this pen is illuminated by the light of lamp. Yes? Now you see in the dark room, now this lamp is there. So this lamp, can you see this lamp or not? Yes. Why you are able to see? Because the light is coming from that lamp itself is illuminating lamp. That's why this lamp is Swayam Prakashaha. And also Paraprakashaha. It is also illuminating others and also it is illuminating itself. Swayam Prakashaha. Same way, Krishna is also what? Is the Swayam Prakashaha. Yeah. And also Paraprakashaha. If he wants, then he can reveal to others. No one can attain him. No one can attain him by the any process. Generally, processes are four types. One is what? Production. Another is attainment. Third one is the just removing the upadhi. So by that also you can get. That means removing the upadhi, that is the prapti. And fourth one is the samskara. These are the four different processes in this material world. We get the results. Anyway, leave it. That is very, it will take time, much time. So now Krishna is Swayam Prakasha. Krishna is Swayam Prakasha. That's why nobody can establish. Yes, nobody is going to establish. Only this is already established fact because he is Swayam Prakasha. Nobody can. But what this book is just telling about him. This book is telling about him. This book is not establishing him. It's telling about him. It's a vachika only. That's why this book is also non-different from him. Since it is telling about him means it is non-different from him. Like Bhagavatam is telling about the Krishna. And is it different from the Lord? No. So any scripture is telling about the Lord. So it is not different from him. Yeah. 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 Book is not, it's not different from the Lord, then it's finished game. So that means what? This book is transcendental. It is not material book. Yeah. What is the question? You can ask from the starting.
Here, Vachaka
Hmm.
is just explaining about Krishna.
Yes.
We mentioned this one. And we also mentioned in Swayam Prakasha, Krishna can establish himself to others. If Krishna and Vachaka is non-different means, then Vachaka can
In this case, not in every case, Vacha and Vachaka are same. But in this case, because here Vacha is self-effulgent. So that's why we are saying here, Vachika is also non-different from that because it is telling about that. You're understanding or not? No.
In that case, Vachaka can also establish Krishna, no Prabhu.
I'm saying that's why Vachika is non-different from him. What? Okay. I understood your problem. Okay, here the book is there. This is the book. What this book is doing? This book is telling about the Krishna. In this case, I am saying, so this book is non-different from Krishna. Why I am saying? It's not in every case. Every Vacha Sambandha, we don't say like this. But why we are saying here book is not different from Krishna? Already we are saying Krishna is Swayam Prakashaha. We are saying Krishna is Swayam Prakashaha. And if you say now Krishna is known by the book, then what will happen? The Swayam Prakashata of the Krishna is finished. Then that's why what you have to do? You have to accept book is Krishna, not different from Krishna. Getting or not? When the Vacha and Vachika are equal, when the Vacha is Swayam Prakasha. When the Vacha is Swayam Prakasha, in that case, Vacha and Vachika should be equal. That's why I'm saying no other purpose. Okay, it's not general rule. Vacha and Vachika are equal. No, only here because Krishna is Swayam Prakasha. Yeah, after the class. Yes, Prabhu. So now we are seeing Sri Krishna tad vacha vachakata lakshana sambandha. Next is what? Tad bhajana lakshana vidheya saparyaya abhideya. This is second. What is the abhideya is also said. Tad bhajana lakshana vidheya saparyaya abhideya. Here, you see here in lakshana means anything that defines. First of all, I am giving the basic meaning of lakshana. Anything that defines the swarupa. Oh, one more point. Actually, in the Vacha Vacha Sambandha, this point I didn't. Nirupya Nirupaka Sambandha, it means that the book is establishing definitions regarding the Vishaya. So there is one more. That means like this book, Vishaya and book can have Nirupaka Nirupya Nirupaka Sambandha also. Vishaya is the Nirupya. Vishaya is Nirupya and the book is Nirupaka. This is also possible, but not in the case of our Bhagavad Sandarbha. But if you go to the Tarka Sangraha is what? Tarka Sangraha is Nirupakaha and 7 elements which are there in which are defined in that. 7 elements are Nirupya. Here what is happening in this? The book, what it is doing, is it just defining those about the 7 elements? No, it is doing, this book is examining the definition of that element, and after that finding the some errors in that, then after that counteracting on that, that means is trying to solve that, and like that refining and filtering, then finally it is bringing out the definition of the Vishaya, of the Vishaya. So that's why this book is known as Nirupakaha. Book is known as Nirupakaha, and the Vishaya, 7 elements are the Nirupya. 7 elements are the Nirupya. Because these 7 elements are not established like Krishna. They are being established by this book. So that's why it is known as here the Sambandha. What kind of Sambandha this Tarka Sangraha is having with 7 elements? Nirupaka, Nirupya Sambandha. Okay, take.
Just I have one quick question that this 4 thing, Vishaya is already mentioned in this sloka as Krishna.
Sri Krishna.
Abhidhaya also mentioned Tad Pada Bhajam.
Yes.
And Prayojan also mentions Prem. But where the Sambandha is mentioned in the sloka itself, where it is mentioned, you don't see Vacha Vacha, word is not there. So which words are referring to Sambandha?
Yeah.
In the sloka.
In this sloka, actually, Vacha Vachika Sambandha is not there. But author is saying, that means I am going to write a book. This book is having the Vacha Vachika Sambandha with the Krishna. That means this book is going to just give the definitions only, which are already established. Jiva Goswami is saying. So see the whole flow, how it is going. He wrote the Mangalacharan. So in the last Mangalacharan, what he did, he just summarized whatever he is going to write in the Bhagavad Sandarbha. That means summarizing the whole Bhagavad Sandarbha means telling the 4 this Anubandha Chatushtayas. So in that he said already 3. That means Prayojana is said Prema, and the Abhidaya is said Bhajana, and the Vishaya is the Krishna. So then after that, he is saying, that means I am going to write this book. This book is going to just describe the Krishna Vishaya. So that's why he is saying this book is the Vachaka and the Krishna is the Vacha. Is there okay? First Anuched, Tata Suchitanam, Ata Suchitanam. In the main text. In the main text. Yeah. Okay, maybe all of you have the Sanskrit also? No? Okay, and I think I should show that also. Okay. Mike. Mike. Oh.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
There are two types of sambandha, right? Vachaka, Vachya, and Nirupya and Nirupaka sambandha. They are same or why are
They are different. Already I am saying that. Vachika, Vachaka is what is happening. So Vachaka is just what it describes, or it just tell about the Vacha.
Vachya?
But Nirupaka, what it does,
Vishaya.
it establishes.
Okay.
Establishing is different from the just telling, addressing or telling. Already existing and everything is known, and just it is given here in the book. But in the Nirupaka, what it is going to do, it is refining the definition of that object, that is the 7 elements, that is the Vishaya. Okay? Quickly, so we have another 2 minutes, will take time, so we have to. Next, Tad Bhajana Lakshana Videya Sampradaya Vide. You have to follow Moola of the book also, and also the English translations. You are all having Moola or not? In the material handouts, everything is not given. So Moola is not given. So that's why you have to take the Moola with you. And only English translation is with us. So try to, I am reading this Sanskrit, that is in the Moola. Sri Krishna Tadvacha Vachakata Lakshana Sambandha. What is the second point in that? Tad Bhajana Lakshana Videya Saparyaya Abhideya. Now Krishna is the Vishaya and Tad Bhajana means Krishna Bhajana. Krishna Bhajana is the what? Is the Videya. Videya means the process should be adapted by the reader. So that is Videya. The synonym of the Videya is Abhideya. The synonym of Videya is Abhideya. So that because synonym means the two words which are having the same meaning is known as synonyms. So Videya and Abhideya are the synonyms because they have the one meaning. So okay. So now that's why Krishna Bhajana is the Videya. That means Abhideya. Then after doing the bhajana, what will get it? Tat prema. That means Krishna prema. That means you should take Krishna prema. Krishna prema is the prayojana. So okay, like this 4, that means Anubandha Chatushtaya is clear, actually is mentioned. Now we have to Anubandha Chatushtaya, that means based upon this Anubandha Chatushtaya, he wants to write book now. He has to write book. So now to define this Anubandha Chatushtaya, he has to first find out pramana. Based upon what pramana he can write this. Bhagavatam. So he's saying answer Bhagavatam. But first of all, we have to, if you want to write anything, you need to have evidences or not. Evidences about that. By whose evidence you will write, that has to be first clear. Now what you have to do? You have to write book, you need to define these 4 things. That means you have to elaborate these 4 things. What is that? Vishaya, Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. These 4 things you have to elaborate. Now you know these only these 4, but you should elaborate those based upon some proof. So what is that proof? That we are going to discuss in the next class. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.